Hi guys, and welcome to the channel, Ron's Weight Loss Journey, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel? It helps other people know when I post the latest video like this one. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey and my own personal research. So could you please do your homework first before you get started? Well, today marks the end of week 93 keto results, and I'm happy to tell you that I'm down a pound for the week. It doesn't sound like much, but for the month I'm down 7 pounds, so I feel absolutely fantastic. We started the month off at 215 pounds, and we ended up at 208. So that brings it down to 7 pounds, and I'm feeling really good and happy about how things went. Now, we participated in Derek's Beast Mode Challenge, and anyways, I'm not going to participate in any more challenges as far as that goes. As far as the any challenges other than my own, it's just too much pressure on me, and I have a lot going on this coming month of June, and so I don't want any more added pressure going to me because I want to have a successful weight month for June and get my weight down to 200, and I'll explain to you how we're going to achieve that. And let you know what we did. Well, Monday being Memorial Day, first of all, if you're a veteran, happy Memorial Day. Thank you for your service in this great country of ours. And yeah, so we wasn't going to do any video this week for today, and my friend Wayne got a hold of me Saturday. He asked me if he needed my help for Monday, and I didn't have the studio camera, but I had my little small held. I got a small camcorder like this. It's a Canon, and anyways, it does a really good job. But the only problem is when you open it up like that, it didn't have a screen so that it could block out some of the sun, so he had a really hard time seeing what he filmed. And but he did a fantastic job considering, because in the studio camera I have a shade that we could put over the camera lens, and so probably I'm thinking of later on down the road pick up a small umbrella with a bracket and just doing it so when it's open. So in other words, it was a high noon sun, and it's because we started out at 7 in the morning. We didn't get back to almost 12:30, 1 o'clock. And that's the reason why I'm posting this video late, because I was just too tired to do a video this weekend. And anyways, so yeah, so he did a real good job. I did over 1,000. I did about maybe 1,500 photographs, and he did the video. And now I'm gonna put something together for the city. And yeah, so I'm having a really good week, a really good month. I did a lot of walking this past week. We did the usual places, and taking a lot of street photography. Got a lot of compliments on my work. I had mentioned to one of my many of my friends out there. He goes, "Yeah, I got to get a vest, and safety vest, so when I'm walking the streets, because I cross the streets a lot with my camera, taking photography and stuff." And I think, well, man, it would be a good idea to get a vest like the City Department of Public Works wear all the time. And so one of my Facebook friends just, anyways, when I put the stuff out there public, I kiddingly say that I need it, and I know I do, but I just haven't gotten into it yet. Please don't send me any of that. But he did pick me up one, and he dropped it into the mayor's office, and I'm gonna go pick it up this coming week. And so I want to thank you for that if you're watching this video. Do appreciate it. I could have just gone down to the Department of Public Works and asked for, and they would have been more than happy to give me one, because or the Emergency Management Center for that matter, because he's been after me to go down there and do some videos. I got to make contact with Art down there and let him know I'm available now for filming. But yeah, I'm just wondering how it's going on my health too, guys. So my hip is not in a very good place, and most of you guys know that. I'm not going to have cortisone put into my hip. I want to have hip replacement, and so June 14th we're going into the Boston area, and we're going to go and talk to this new doctor, and I heard he's really, really fantastic. And the only thing I'm not crazy about is going to Boston, but if you want the best, you got to go where the best is. And I'm going to have him reevaluate my hips, and the right hip is the worst one of the bunch, and we can live with the left hip. But when I'm walking after about a mile, maybe not even, my hip is, I'm in so much pain, it's unbelievable. I can't deal with it, and I can't take it anymore. And I don't think a cortisone shot's going to help it. So we're going to get the hip replacement. Hopefully I can get a date soon. Now, I did talk to the local band manager for a Thursday night concerts. We got 11 scheduled concerts this summer starting on June 2nd, and he doesn't want me to film this year because we're not a movie production studio. And he also understands that I have problems going on down below with that, and so we're respecting each other, and I'm going to just take it easy from that this year. There is a concert I want to do film out on June 12th at the City Hall, and there's the Mr. Colonial Band will be starting up pretty soon. They got about 4 or 5 concerts scheduled. I absolutely love that group of people. They're top notch all the way, and I'll go to the moon for that group. And they always recognize me. They always send me a nice handwritten thank you note every year for filming their concerts and stuff. And I'll go out of my way for that group and anybody else really when I can, and if I feel like I can with the everything that's going on with in my life right now. But it's been good, guys, and yeah. So we have a sip of my coffee. It's late in the afternoon right now on a Monday. I got home. It was really hot today, and we started the day out at 7 o'clock in the morning. We got home at 1, and I ate and I fell asleep. And then now it's late in the afternoon, and I'm having a cup of coffee in my big kind cup. What about my Boston Celtics, huh, guys? Well, here's what the deal is. So every time one of our local teams won a championship, I could never fit into one of their shirts, and because of my weight situation, and now that I lost over 120 pounds, actually I lost 128 pounds since 2020, I could fit into a regular size shirt. In fact, I'm down into a medium from a 4, so I'm really fantastic about that. What an achievement. I mean, I just can't get over it. I'll put a split photograph up above me to show you what I look like in 2020 and the newer one I took this week with this shirt on. And yeah, it's been an incredible experience and incredible journey. It's been trusting my faith in God and Jesus, and it's been busting my behind and doing everything right that I need to do. It hasn't been always peaches and cream. It's been many ups and downs, and yo-yoing along the way, and not so much keto 100% of the time. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't do keto all the time. If I want something to go off land for a couple of days or even a week, for that matter, I do. But I'm not going to gloat about it. I mean, it is what it is. We're only human, and it's just the way my wife and I live. Now, yesterday, I made a nice keto lasagna. She loved it, my wife. And I froze 3 containers for later on down the road. So how I made that particular lasagna, I grounded up a pound of ground beef, actually turkey, ground turkey, and then I used turkey deli slice for the layers to replace the noodles. And I used 1 cup of regatta cheese with an egg, but low carb spaghetti sauce. And through Barola, something like that. Anyways, so I used low carb spaghetti sauce, and came out absolutely fantastic. And yeah, and I've been also playing around with some ice cream. I've been making mason jar ice cream. I've been doing some different experiment. I made my absolutely favorite is strawberry. I made chocolate, and I made a peanut butter one, and I haven't made the vanilla one yet because I got to get some of the. I don't know if I really need it or not, but he recommends getting the vanilla sticks. I guess they're about that big, and you just take a knife and you split it in the middle, and you take out the seeds and you use the seeds, and that gives it your vanilla flavor. But the overall base of the ingredients is for this ice cream is, and you don't have to do it in a mason jar, any jar with a cover or any container with a cover, is 1 cup of heavy cream or heavy whipping cream if you can find it. This time of year in May, I'm having a hard time finding it, so I get heavy cream, and I use a little bit of granulated swerve, and that's my neighbors across the way there. I live in an apartment. We do have noise outside, so there's nothing I can do about it. And a little bit of food coloring, food extract, and strawberry extract, and two medium strawberries cut up, and you puree them, and you just if you're doing it in a mason jar, you close the lid, you shake it up really good, and then you put it pop it in the freezer for 4 hours, and you get the best dynamite ice cream you're ever going to taste. Now, I've been a big fan of Friendly's ice cream, and I love Friendly's ice cream, and I'm not knocking their ice cream, but I took a look at the back of the ingredients on that. We did buy one this week, and it's like 22 ingredients. It goes, oh my God. and over 80% of it was all sugar, corn syrup, and all that stuff, and some cancer-causing agents. And I just, it blew me away. You know, my ice cream was only 4, and I didn't need an ice cream maker. Once I shook it, the only reason why you're shaking that mix it really well, you're shaking it to get the air out of it, and then once you pop it in the freezer for 4 hours, you shake it again after about maybe an hour and a half, and that you know brings down the ice cream. So, what do we got going on for the month of June? Well, we're going to do a 30-day clean keto challenge. I mean, a clean, strict keto challenge. Because I want to get this weight under 200 pounds. I am sick and tired of being around 210, 215. And typically, if I'm having a bad week of carbs, because I'm craving carbs because I went off keto, I gain 3, 4, 5 pounds from it. And then I'm playing the catch-up game the rest of the month to get the... and then I get upset at myself for putting the weight on. But, you know, the bottom line is, if you want something, have something. But if you want something and you do have something, remember it's going to take you a few weeks to get that extra weight off. And don't gloat over it. Just go along with your life and you'll be fine. And that's pretty much what I've been doing over the course of my journey. And I've been very, very successful at it. Now, going forward for the month of June, we're planning on making... we're planning on doing a... 30-day clean keto challenge. The first week of June, we're going to do a very, very strict egg fast for 3 to 5 days. I'll go 3 days and maybe 5 if I get half the eggs to help get my body back into ketosis. Because once again, we picked the holiday weekend and I had some unwanted carbs that I wanted, but I still lost weight. So, but it just goes to show you, all the times that we have carbs and we break off our weight, you know, our weight planner, and had we not done that over the course of my 93 weeks, I probably would have been down to 180 pounds by now. Definitely under 200. So that, you know, remember, this is a journey. It's not a victory to the scale. It's not, you know, it's a lifelong achievement and a lifelong goal to get healthy, and that's all it is. And that's what I'm talking about when I say, yeah, I want to get my hip replaced so I can be healthy. I miss doing the 5-mile walks that I used to be able to do pain-free. And, you know, speaking of pain-free, we decided to put the skydiving off again this year because I don't want to take a chance if I happen to land awkward or something like that, blow out my pelvis or something like that. I can't afford any setbacks at this stage. And, you know, I'm not afraid of heights. I trust my faith in God and Jesus. And, you know, I know that that's the right call. So, we're going to put that on the back burner for now, and because once I have hip surgery, that's probably going to shut me down for the summer because it's going to take at least 6 months for that to heal. And, you know, it's going to be a battle getting my hip back to 100%, and, you know, I understand that. So hopefully after the 14th of June, I'll know the date when I can have the surgery for my hip, and, you know, we can just deal with it at that point. So after the egg fast, we're going to probably just do some keto or carnivore, that sort of thing. And I've been filming out the recipes. If I'm happy with it, I'll share it and I'll put it up. So this past weekend, I was craving rhubarb. And I can remember as a kid growing up, my grandmother and grandfather, they used to take rhubarb and they used to put it in a saucepan. And they used to put tons and tons of sugar in it. And they used to puree it down until it came to like almost like a liquid type thing and put it in the refrigerator, cool it down, make rhubarb pie. And I used to just eat plain rhubarb like that. It was delicious, but you know, again, it had a ton of sugar in it. And also I used to take a stick of rhubarb and I used to just dip it in sugar and eat it that way, like, you know, like a rhubarb candy. I was to die for. So I was craving rhubarb. So what I did this past weekend, I bought some rhubarb in the grocery store and cut off the ends of it and cleaned them up really well in the sink, and then I cubed them up into small cubes. And then I made a rhubarb strawberry cobbler, and I put the cubed rhubarb into a bowl. I think it was I think I got like a 9x4 glass dish bowl anyway. So I put all the rhubarb in there, and then I mixed some frozen strawberries and whatever I had left in the container. It was about maybe a cup of it. And then I mixed it all really well, and I put a little bit of xanthan gum in it, about a tablespoon, and that acts as a thickening agent. And I took some granulated sugar, about maybe 3/4 of a cup, and I put that on top, because remember, rhubarb is a really bitter fruit, and I wanted to get rid of the bitterness, and probably under a half a cup anyways. So, and then I mixed it all in together, and then for the cobbler topping for the, I took some 3/4 of a cup of almond flour and 3 tablespoons of melted butter, and I just stirred it and mixed that all in together till it came like a crumbly mixture crumb. And you don't want to squeeze it together and knead it. You just want it like a mixture of crumbs. And I put that on top, and I baked that off in the oven for 50 minutes, and it came out absolutely fantastic. And I had the rest of that today, so I broke it down into two dessert treats. And I've been doing a lot of stuff like that. Again, I filmed it, and if I'm happy with the video, I'll probably just put it up a little bit, but it's really quite simple to make. And all my stuff I make, guys, to lose my weight, I do everything simple. I don't like a lot of spices. I don't like a lot of hot foods because I have problems with uric acid reflux, so I got to be very careful. And yeah, so that's what we got going on. And that's what we did for this past month, and with some of the new food recipes that I made and stuff like that. And remember, the bottom line is this is the journey. It's not a race. It's not a race to the scale. Oh, the other thing, speaking of scales, so my friend Steffi from the Incredible Shrinking Steffi and the Facebook support group, The Shrinkables, she decided not to weigh herself for the month of May. Now, the month of June, we're going to take on that same challenge. And so, Steffi, if you're watching my video, thank you. So you gave me inspiration not to weigh myself. So my last scale photograph today, 208 pounds. That's it for the month. And hopefully we'll have a successful weight loss. If I happen to go under 200 pounds, whatever day that is, whatever July 1st my weight is, then I'll do a happy dance. I'm not going to do any cartwheels, but I'll do a happy dance. How's that? Maybe do a little bit of rapping for you. But that was absolutely a beautiful, beautiful ceremony today. And all the city goes to like a half a dozen locations, and different people come out and speak, and the Blue Cross mothers and the Gold Star mothers, and these are people that had lost military families that lost loved ones, and they leave wreaths out in our common monuments, and the mayor and the priest and they all say his prayers and stuff like that, and they drop the flag, have staff and play taps, and they read off the Gettysburg Address, and it's quite a touching ceremony, and I thoroughly enjoy taking photography and video. And this year was no exception, and the mayor did recognize us for being there, and we really appreciate that. And my friend Wayne, if you happen to be watching this video, thank you very much for helping me. Again, I wasn't going to film it this year, and he just sent me a text message like Saturday, because I could have scheduled out a camera, and again, I said, well, it's a good thing I got that in the camera as a backup. So, but yeah, we both did a fantastic job. He did a great job filming. No complaints about it, and it was just hot, and like I said, I had got home. I ate around 12:30, and 1 o'clock when I got home, and I laid down for a little while, and I just woke up at 5:30, 5:45 right now, and I feel like it's early in the morning, but it's really late in the afternoon, so I'm just gonna have a few more sips of my coffee and dump it down the sink. But I just needed a little bit of caffeine in me. That's another thing about caffeine. So there hasn't been any given day in my entire adult life that I haven't had caffeine in my hand at any given time of day, and sometimes 3 or 4 cups of coffee, depending on how my day is going. And when I was working, it was always coffee and 2 donuts at the local donut shop every time before I used to go in the afternoon, or whatever time I was scheduled to go in. And so I'm thinking about doing a few challenges this month. One, I'm going to do the no weighing myself in for the month of June challenge. The other challenge is I'm going to try to give up coffee for about 2 or 3 days. I'm going to, at least one day, I'm going to see how it goes for one day. And then I want to see how far I can take it. So the one day is going to start tomorrow, June 1st. And the other challenge I want to do, if I can with my hip, I want to do a 30-day walking challenge. And what I mean by that is I want to try to do 30 days, 30 miles, and that's the goal. And I don't think that's unreasonable for me. That averages to be about a mile a day. There might be some days I really can't get out and do some walking because of appointments and whatever, or rain if I don't feel like walking that day. But be that as it may, I can make it up for other days by walking 2 or 3 miles that day. So that's what the goal is: 30 miles, 30 days. No weighing in for the month of June, and also 1 day at a time with the coffee and no intake in the coffee. So that's what we got going on for the month of June, and we know we're going to have a successful weight loss for the month of June. And that's the reason why I wanted to do an egg fast to help get my body back into ketosis. And that should be really the only time you should be doing those type of fasts, is when you feel as if you're falling in off a bandwagon and you want to get yourself back going again. And every time I've done that, I've been very, very successful. I'm planning on doing an egg loaf 1 day. I'm going to do the egg bites because I've been some people have asked me after me, how do I do egg bites? And it's very simple. You know, I'll film them out. We'll do the hard-boiled eggs using the 5-5-5 method and Instant Pot, and of course the egg loaf. It's like a custard egg loaf. It's really, really great, fantastic. And we get some different chalk zeros that we bought. We want to try, and make some pancakes using the cream cheese and egg, and those come out really great. And make shaffles, of course, and some grilled cheese shaffles. We'll probably do some some basic shaffles, I guess. My friend Stephanie, and I keep referring to her, she's a marvelous young lady. She has some great shaffle recipes that she's done with her mom, and we'll do some of hers. We'll film out hers the way she's doing that, and see if they come out the same. We'll do my easy peasy shaffle recipe, and we'll compare all 4 recipes, and I'll give you my take on the shaffles. But it doesn't matter how you make your shaffles. The bottom line is, you're eating something that's healthy for you, and you're not giving up anything. You're just really making it a different way, and they taste really, really good. And so if you're watching this video, Steph will I'll let you know my take on your shaffles. I think I've made them once before, but I wasn't really sure. But she has an absolutely funny video that she did with her mom, and I would love to have my mom participate in doing my videos if she was alive, and she would. My mom was a trooper, and but I film everything by myself, and I edit everything by myself. I get absolutely no help, and but this is something that I enjoy doing, and I'm not going to give up keto. I talked to my wife about it the other day. I said, daughter, I don't know if I want to do keto anymore. I just I'm just bored with it, and so I think I'm going to do like a whole video probably at the beginning of next month sometime about boredom and what to do when you're bored with keto and weight loss and everything, and how to deal with your emotions of eating, and it's very, very hard, and maybe it's time to do another 4-way split, or maybe do a live video chat with one of my Facebook friends. I'll talk to somebody afterwards about that, and I'm going to continue to film out recipes, and continue to document my journey, and I'll fill you in on my hip area and all that stuff, and so I don't really think I got anything else to say. But anyways, like I said, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel and share my videos. It helps me, and it helps my other members know when I post the latest video. And don't forget give me a thumbs up and a like on my videos. I take a lot of pride and dedication in what I do. When I started my weight loss journey, I wanted to document my journey through video and through handwritten notes and stuff like that, and photography. This was all based on my own conjecture. I had no clue that I was going to actually get 300 some odd subscribers to my channel. It doesn't sound like a heck of a lot, but if I only got just one, which would have been just me, I'm fine with that. It was never a question about that. It was just a question to document my journey and having a public record to know that no matter how bad of a shape you are in, weight loss or anything regarding your health, when you're dealing with different issues, you can learn to overachieve your emotions and fight your demons. Like I have. Food has been always my addiction. Food is worse than drugs sometimes, I think, because I can sit down there and eat all weekend, and making the wrong choice foods, and next thing I know, everything that I've achieved for that blew right out the window, just because I let my demons get the best of me, and that's just not me, and I'm not doing that. So like I said, I had a successful month. I'm not putting that weight back on. I want to continue with the weight loss journey, and going forward, we're gonna have a successful year. We only have 28 pounds to go to get down to 180, and it's going to happen sometime this year. So anyways, this is Ron. I'm going to let you guys go. Remember, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and be looking for some more videos. And remember, you guys are amazing. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay vigilant. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.